What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be exploring one of the most popular and booming areas of Raleigh, a place where Raleigh has seen a ton of growth. So if you're thinking about moving to Raleigh, or maybe you're wondering where is the next great place to live in Raleigh near downtown, well, that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about South Raleigh. Let's go ahead and dive in and explore further. All right, so what we're seeing right now is what we're seeing throughout all of South Raleigh, and that's construction, buildings going up. This isn't typically a place where there's been a lot of new construction opportunities, but over the last 2, 3, 4 years, that has changed drastically. We've seen a huge increase in the number of projects, both for sale and for rent, that have come online here in the South Raleigh area, including this one, the one that we're at right here. This is South Heights. This is actually a project that we're representing. We've got some sheetrock in some of those buildings, so we're gonna go check those out. All right, so here at South Heights, we've got 2 different floor plans. We've got a 2-story and a 3-story, but all in all, they range from 1,700 to about 2,200 square feet. That's a pretty typical size here in the South Raleigh area. All right, so let's go check this unit out, and so you can really see what we're gonna have here in this floor plan. So we've got LVP flooring going here. Despite it looking like a mess, we're actually very far along. In fact, these units will be ready in November or December. So we've hit sheetrock in these units. And so next up, we'll be getting ready for flooring and tile, and cabinets will be installed. And so we've got some work to do over the next 60 days or so, but these units are gonna be ready by the end of the year, which is really exciting. Here in the kitchen, we're gonna have a nice bar area with quartz countertops and stainless steel appliances, and just really nice finishes all throughout. Then we've got this big open living area with nice huge windows with big light coming through. These are pretty typical finishes of what we see in new construction, depending on the price point. Sometimes you might see lesser finishes depending upon the builder and price point. But I would say, given the price point and the fact that this is being built by a local developer, these are the finishes that you can expect here. All right, let's head upstairs. All right, so one thing that you probably won't find in the majority of new construction that we have here at South Heights are these tall ceilings in the primary bedroom. This tall ceiling makes this room feel huge, and then we've got these beautiful windows that give it a ton of light, and you probably won't see that in most projects around the area. This is a bit unique because it was designed by a renowned architect who really thought through this project. One other feature I want to hit, and we only have 2 of them here at South Heights, but I think they're going to be extremely popular when we release them to the market, is the fact that this unit is actually going to have an elevator. So we have 2 units here at South Heights that have elevators, but this elevator will actually take you from the very bottom floor where you park your car with the garage all the way to the rooftop deck. And so that's a really nice feature that's extremely hard to find. But what we see with a lot of these projects is that to get the density, a lot of times these buildings are tall and skinny. So you have 3 floors that you might have to hike to get to your rooftop deck. Well, not everybody's able to do that, or maybe they just don't want to. And so finding a place with an elevator, especially at this price point, is extremely rare. I think we might see more projects incorporate elevators over time, but I don't think we'll see them at this price point. All right, so let's go up to another exciting feature that these units have, and that I think is really popular and pretty much a must-have here in the downtown area, especially South Raleigh, and that's the rooftop deck. Let's go check it out. All right, so we're up here on the rooftop deck of this unit. And so what's really cool about these is you've got a gas line up here, so you can put your grill up here and be able to grill out. You've got water up here, so if you've got plants, you can water those on the days when you need to. But you also have enough space to put a table, some chairs, You could even hang a TV out here. There's a lot of really nice space. And with these types of homes here in the area, this is your outdoor space. This is kind of like your patio. And so you really want to be able to make the most out of it. And I think we've done a really nice job here of offering you ample space to be able to enjoy it. And this is pretty typical throughout the downtown Raleigh area, but what's not typical is the price point. Again, here at South Heights, our prices are running from about $550, and for this unit with the elevator in the 600s. So you can get in here for below $600,000, which you just simply cannot do in many parts of Raleigh. In fact, if you want to live in 27608, you're probably going to end up paying $1 million just for your lot before you even build a house. And so finding something at this price point with this vicinity to downtown is getting extremely difficult. And so we're really proud to be offering this type of home. If you look to your left and to your right and just down the street here, all throughout South Raleigh, you're gonna see new construction pretty much everywhere. It's just the last frontier of downtown that hasn't been built yet. And that's what's happening right now. There's a ton of people tearing down homes and building projects like this. Now, I will say there's nothing to the size of this one that South Heights is, except for one other project down the street that has about 100 units going in for sale. But there's just not many of this size, but we do see a lot of different projects on a smaller scale throughout. Now, we've explored Downtown South in past videos, and we'll link to that down in the comments below. But Downtown South is a really exciting project. Again, it's on hold for the time being, but I think in the next 10 to 15 years, we'll see it come online and we'll see even more growth here in the South Raleigh area. All right, so we're gonna head to another neighborhood where we're gonna check out some teardown opportunities and maybe a more unique neighborhood than what we're looking at here, if that's for you. All right, so now we're over here in the Windsor Park neighborhood, kind of close to Longview. These are some of my favorite neighborhoods in the Raleigh area, especially South Raleigh. And what we're gonna show you here is an example of what we see all over South Raleigh. And that's what we're looking at right now. You can actually see there's new construction here behind me. There's a renovated home that's an older home that they expanded on beside me. Behind us here, you've got an older home that's been updated, and then right there to the left, you've got a new construction single-family home. And we've been involved in all types of these constructions in this neighborhood, so we understand them well. What we're seeing a lot of folks do is either come in and decide whether they're gonna tear down the home that's there and build new, or maybe they're gonna add on to the home that was existing and create a new structure. There's a few of those throughout the neighborhood. Or maybe they're gonna keep the existing home and update it. And so you do see a wide range here in the neighborhood. In fact, over in the Longview neighborhood, we did 2 projects where one time we kept the existing home, added on to it, and took what was an 1,000 square foot home and made it about 2,500 square feet. And then about 4 lots down, we built a brand new 2,700, 3,000 square foot house. And so you do see that a lot in these types of neighborhoods. Here in Windsor Park, we tore this home down and built these 2 units on this lot. And just down the street, we had another lot where we tore down one home and built a single family home. So you can really see a wide range of housing types here in the area, as well as prices, which is really popular in the fact that you can get into this neighborhood from anywhere from the $325 range, 600s, or $1 million range. And so it gives you an opportunity to have some character to your neighborhood and also have different pricing opportunities. So let's walk around the corner and we're gonna take a look at a home that's been here that was updated and kept just as it was, except for the updates that were made to it. All right, so now we're down the street showing this really cool example of this just absolutely adorable house where somebody kept the existing home, updated it, and made it into a home where someone can live versus a teardown, right? Maybe it could have been a teardown opportunity, but they ultimately decided to keep it and just make it beautiful for someone else to be able to move into. But again, even standing right here, you just have so much uniqueness and character in the neighborhood, right? So we're looking at this existing home that's been updated. I can see a home right there that hasn't been updated yet, that's ready for someone to. And I can see new construction that's 3-story tall and really long and skinny. Again, this is what is unique about South Raleigh. These are the type of opportunities you can find. So if you're thinking of moving to the Raleigh area and you're like, well, I don't want what everybody else has, and I'm open to options, I'm open to a smaller home, or I'm open to new construction, maybe this is the area that you might want to consider. Again, it's not going to be cookie cutter. You're going to see a wide range of variety here in the area. So if you're looking for that uniqueness, that character in a neighborhood, and you're open to different types of housing, then this is definitely an area of Raleigh that I would recommend considering. You can literally buy a teardown here in this neighborhood, build exactly what you're looking for by a custom builder here in the area, and be extremely happy at a much lower price point than you're able to do that in other parts of Raleigh. Again, somewhere over in the Hayes-Barton area of Raleigh, you could expect to pay at least $600,000 or $700,000 for your lot, if not $1 million or more. And you're not gonna have to do that on this side of town. Well, at least not yet. As we head to North Raleigh, there's very few opportunities for teardown homes. Most of them have already been torn down and new construction built there. Right now, here in the South Raleigh area, there's still plenty of opportunities. How long does that last? I think we probably got at least 7 to 8, if not 10 years for that. But I think it could certainly accelerate, especially if we see rates drop and housing activity start to boom again. I think this part of town is going to be the next area that it really takes off, and that inventory of teardown opportunities could move quickly. All right, so let's hop in the truck and we're going to head over to another neighborhood where we're going to explore maybe the more luxurious price point of the South Raleigh area. Let's go. All right, so we're in one last area I wanted to show you. This is the ever popular area called Raleigh in South Raleigh. This is super close to the proposed Downtown South project. But what I want to show you is the uniqueness of this. I mean, looking down the street, every single house here is different, but also somewhat similar, right? So what we see here are these tall, skinny houses, just like we talked about before. If you go to the 5 Points area of Raleigh, you're not gonna find a home like this. You're gonna find a wide home on a big lot, nice and luxurious. But here, luxury looks a bit different, but it is so cool that you can still find the character and uniqueness of a neighborhood at a lower price than you can find in the 5 Points neighborhood. So let's check out what a home like this in one of these neighborhoods can get you and the type of finishes that you can expect to find here. All right, so again, really nice features that you can find in this type of home. Gas range, nice hood, quartz countertops, really nice cabinets, all with soft close, nice finishes, really awesome flooring and light fixtures all throughout. And then a lot of trendy design choices here that gets you Pinterest ready, right? And so it's really exciting to see this type of project here in the area. One other really cool feature that we talked a lot about in the video is the rooftop deck. Again, that's becoming a must-have here in the area. And this one on this particular house is absolutely incredible. So let's go check it out. All right, before we hit the rooftop deck, one thing I want to show you is that I think people are surprised by what you can actually find in these homes and the size of the rooms. Come check out this primary bedroom. Look at this. This is huge. You can easily fit a king bed, tons of space in here. But one of the coolest features of this house is the bathroom. I want you to see this. You've got a soaking tub, which you find in all types of luxurious homes. You've got dual vanities here. Look at that huge shower. That is just absolutely beautiful. And it's zero entry. You can literally walk right in. A really nice feature. Another thing that I love is your laundry room. Again, there's 2 laundry rooms in this house, but the main laundry room is here in the primary bathroom, making easy access for you to be able to do your laundry and not have to lug it all over the place in the house. And then of course, a huge closet. All right, let's head on up to the rooftop now. All right, so now we're on the rooftop and we've got this awesome covered area that we're under right now, giving you shade and a nice breeze right now during the summertime. Also protects you from the elements. One of the cool things that I love about this house, and a really nice feature, it's got an outlet right here. You know what that's ready for? That's ready for a TV, so you can watch the football games in the fall right out here on your rooftop deck. But one other thing I want to show you is just right there is you can start to see the Raleigh skyline. We're seeing more buildings rise out of the ground, more skyscrapers hitting the downtown Raleigh skyline. And this South Raleigh area is primed to gain that view. One of the other really cool features of this location is your vicinity to Dix Park. In fact, soon they're going to start construction on adjusting the road right over there called Lake Wheeler Road, and you'll be able to easily walk from here in Cary to Dix Park, and that is going to be an incredible feature for those who live here in the South Raleigh area. All right, so we hope you enjoyed this video on the South Raleigh area and hope it's been helpful for you. If you're considering moving to the Raleigh area and you want somewhere with uniqueness and character and where every house in the neighborhood is going to be different, then this is definitely an area I would consider. Not to mention its incredible location and vicinity to downtown Raleigh. Prices are affordable right now, but I do think over the next few years that we're gonna see big growth in the prices in this part of town. We've done a ton of projects, as you can see, in the South Raleigh area, and we know what's going on this side of town. So whether you wanna buy an existing home in the area, or maybe you wanna talk new construction and what you can find and what to expect and how to even get started with that process, we know that process, we're experts in it. So reach out to us today so we can help you get started. All right, if you want to learn more about downtown Raleigh, you can watch our video here, and we'll talk to you soon.